Hello and welcome. My name is Mark, this is Riffle Shuffle and Roll, and today we're going to be learning how to play a little game called Euchre. If it's your first time visiting the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. Euchre is just essentially euchre, played by the Maori over in New Zealand. Now, there are some pretty key differences to this game, so if you're familiar with euchre, then you might be interested in how this one plays. I'm going to have a link down below in the description that will lead you to the Euchre television series for the Maori television network. There are 4 episodes so far at the point of this recording, and it's really cool to see this tournament style show kind of portray euchre in the same light as the World Series of Poker. There are a lot of variations for euchre, different ways to play depending on your location or who you're playing with. But this particular packaging of all the different variations makes it for a unique experience. So I think it warrants its own video because I really like the way this form of euchre plays. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in and learn how to play. In order to play euchre, you need a 32 card deck that contains the 7s up through the aces. I have the bicycle euchre deck here, but any deck of cards will do. Just remove the cards you do not need. You're also going to need 4 chips, 2 for each team. Make sure you only have 2 colors, so one team in my video here will be green and the other will be red. And then you need a way to keep score. A piece of paper and a pencil works fine. I'm going to use the scoring cards from this bicycle euchre pack. In my neck of the woods, we would always use 6s and 4s when scoring for turn-up euchre. But like I said, any combination of numbered cards or paper and pencil will work just fine. To begin setup, each player should have a colored chip representing their team color placed in front of them on the table. This is where cards are placed for the trick. And then give each team their scorekeeping cards, if that's what you're using, or give one of the players the responsibility of keeping score on a piece of paper. Each player is going to be dealt 5 cards in packets of 3 and then 2. That is just a traditional way of dealing out the cards. After the cards are dealt, place the rest of the deck in the center of the table. This makes up the kitty. Turn the top card over to begin the bidding. There are 2 phases to the bidding round. First, players will bid on the turn-up card. If they want that suit to be trump, they will tell the dealer to pick it up. Before we do what will actually happen for this example game, we're going to go ahead and talk about all the possibilities for bidding. Bidding starts with the player left of the dealer. We will play that the player here in the bottom left corner is the dealer. So if a player wants the turn-up card to be the trump suit, so in this case spades, they tell the dealer to pick it up. So let's pretend that player 1 has told the dealer to pick up the card. The dealer will first choose a card to get rid of from their hand. So they're going to ditch this 9 of diamonds. They take the turnip card and add it to their hand, and then they remove the kitty from the center of the table. Each player at the table has an opportunity to either say pass or tell the dealer to pick up the card. So if player 1 passed, player 2 would have the opportunity to tell their partner, the dealer, to pick up the card. If they passed, then player 3, and then the dealer. If the bidding gets all the way around to the dealer, and the dealer also does not want this card to be the trump suit, they simply turn it face down. If the dealer turns down the turnip card, a second round of bidding happens. Now, players will either pass or name a trump suit. So in this case, if player 1 passed, and then player 2 passed, player 3 would get a chance to name trump suit, and they might call clubs. If they call clubs, the kitty is removed immediately from the center of the table, and play would begin with clubs as the trump suit. During the second round of bidding, if the players all pass and bidding returns to the dealer, they must take the card that was turned down, and spades would become trump. So whatever suit that the turned down card was, that automatically becomes trump. That's kind of a different way to play Stick the Dealer. Typically, it would just be that the dealer has to choose a trump suit, and it could not be the suit that was turned down. But in the way that this game is played, the dealer is stuck with the turned down card and that suit as trump. So they would add that card to their hand and discard one from their hand, remove the kitty, and play would begin. During the bidding phase, if a player thinks that they can take 5 tricks all by themselves without their partner's help, they can say, "I'm going alone." And this gives their team an opportunity to earn more points. Of course, if they fail to do so, the other team will earn more points. So if the dealer here wants to make spades trump and they think they can take all 5 tricks on their own, they would say, "I'm picking it up and I'm going alone." And then their partner would simply place their cards face down on the table. It would just be a round between one player, the dealer, and the opposing team. So for this example, we'll say that all the players passed, the dealer chose to pick up the card, they discard the 9, the kitty is removed, and the round can begin. Typically, cards rank low, 7 up through ace high, with normal ranking in between. But something special happens when a suit becomes trump. Here we have an example of spades becoming the trump suit. Notice how the jack of spades has moved to the very top of the rank. This is called the right bower. It is the furthest right. Bower is just kind of a loner word, a leftover word from when these games were played by German-speaking people. Bower meaning farmer. Bower has also come to just mean jack. Notice you have the jack of clubs as the second most powerful card. When a suit becomes trump, the same colored jack joins that suit. So for this round, jack of clubs would actually count as a spade and as the second highest trump card. This is called the left bower. Notice their positions within the rank. The right, furthest right, is the jack of spades. Left of that is the jack of clubs. Right bower, left bower. The team that calls trump is responsible for capturing at least 3 tricks. If they don't, they will not earn any points. They will have been euchred. Also note that since the spades are trump, this jack of clubs actually acts as a spade. So for this round, it is not a club. It is not part of these cards, the 7 and the 8. It is a spade, and it is the second most powerful card. The round begins with the player left of the dealer. They may play any card they wish to the trick. So this player is gonna go ahead and play the 8 of hearts. This begins the trick. Notice they place it on the chip. That's how it works in this particular variant of euchre. Play passes, each player must play a heart if they have one. So the partner here is going to try to win the trick with a heart. That's the dealer's partner. So right now the dealer's partner has control of the trick. Here player 3 must follow suit, so they play their 9. And the dealer only has 1 heart, they must play it. And they have the queen. So the dealer wins the trick. To show that you have won the trick, simply turn the trick winning card face down. All of the cards stay out in the center of the table. Whoever wins the trick leads next. So the dealer is going to lead with the big dog, the jack of spades. And this just goes on top of the previously played card. Now all players at the table must play a spade if they can. Player 1 has the 8 of spades that they're going to play now. Player 2, the dealer's partner, has the 7 of spades, so they play that card. And the only spade that player 3 has is the left, so they must play it now. The jack of spades takes the trick. So the dealer turns his card face down and plays the next card. Since the left has been played, The ace of spades is a safe lead. Player 1 must play their king of spades. Player 2 does not have any spades, so they're going to go ahead and play the 10 of clubs. They can play any card they want. Player 3 also does not have any spades, so they're going to go ahead and throw their 7 of clubs. The ace of spades takes the trick. So the team that called trump has earned their 3. Now it's time for them to try to earn even more points by capturing all of the tricks. Whoever wins the trick will lead next. So even though the dealer is doing a really good job at controlling the lead, if another player were to take the lead from them by winning the trick, they would lead. So here's what that would look like. The dealer would probably just play their ace of clubs next, but just to show you how the lead can be taken by another player, they're going to lead with the queen of clubs. Player 1 has no clubs, so they throw out their 7 of diamonds. Player 2, the dealer's partner, has the king of clubs, so they take the trick because player 3 only has the 8 of clubs. So here, the king of clubs takes the trick. They win the trick and turn their card face down, and then they lead the 10 of hearts. Queen of diamonds is played, ace of clubs, 8 of diamonds. And their 10 of hearts would take the trick because it's the highest card in the suit that was led. There was no trump cards played, so they win the trick. Once the round has been completed, it's time to tally up your score. The team that called trump must capture at least 3 tricks in order to earn any points. Here, the team did capture 5, all 5 tricks. That's really good. If a team captures 3 tricks after calling trump, they earn 1 point. If they capture all 5 tricks, they earn 3 points. And if a player goes alone and captures all 5 tricks, they earn 4 points. If a team calls trump and they fail to capture 3 tricks, meaning the other team captures 3 tricks, the other team earns 2 points. That's called getting euchred. The team failed to meet their bid. They got euchred, and the opposing team earns 2 points. If a player goes alone and fails to capture all of the tricks, they have been euchred, and the other team earns 4 points. After the round is over and the score has been tallied, collect the cards and pass the deck to the left. Deal passes left each round. Continue playing rounds until one team reaches 10 points or more. That team is the winner. And that's how to play Euchre. Now, the big key takeaways for this version of the game is it uses a 32 card deck, 7s up through aces. The tricks stay in the center, with the trick winner flipping their card over. And the dealer is truly stuck. So when they say stick the dealer, they mean it, because that dealer must, on the second round of bidding, pick up the turn-up card. Even though it was turned down, they must pick it up. That suit is trump, and the round is played. One thing that I did not mention in the video that is incorporated in the TV series is that each round uses a 10-minute time limit. So it's not just the first team to score 10, it's also whoever has the highest score at the end of the 10-minute period. And based on what I've seen in the show, they'll let the round continue if it's mid-hand, but once the timer's up and that hand is done, the game ends. I think that's pretty cool. Now, I've seen in some other club rules for New Zealand that they actually have 7-minute rounds. So the game moves very quickly. All right, well, that is it for now. Until next time, keep on playing.